If you're coming across this page for the first time, you're welcome. We give out hair growth tips here. It's literally a whole community right here on how to take care of your hair and embark on a healthy journey so that you don't make a lot of mistakes. And I am the one who runs the page and posts all of those articles. So guys, today, as you already know from the title, we will be talking about the secrets to hair growth. A way a lot of ladies swam into my DM to ask me, what do you use for your hair, what oils do you use for your hair growth, and all of those kind of things is overwhelming. And I am here to tell you today that product doesn't grow your hair. Now wait, let me explain. When I mean product doesn't grow your hair, it's not like it doesn't contribute to your healthy hair journey and growth. It contributes only 20% of your hair growth journey. Why a good hair care regimen contributes 80%. And now what is regimen? I have posted about this some time ago in the group. I'm putting down the link to read about it. Hair care regimen is simply a bundle of routines in which you carry out. And now, what is this bundles of routines? It could be your wash day routine, your 2 to 3 times hot oil massages in the night, or it could be your pre-pour, whatever thing you use for your hair. All of those routines make up your hair regimen. And like, I get lots of questions, and whatever I am posting on the page, I expect you to use that information. I have seen people who use it and testified on the page, but some people read, I don't know if they understand, but they read and they still come down in the comment section and ask what products to use for their hair and why their hair is not growing, while I am giving out constant tips on the page. I do not sell products. I will tell you things you can do in your home. Do it yourself, aka the DIY, in your home to help you in your hair journey. I'm not selling products or magical things that could grow your hair under 1 or 2 weeks or under 3 weeks. Like most of the videos I see online, it's all about growing your hair so fast. Buy this hair growth oil, make this one and grow your hair under 2 weeks or grow your hair under 3 weeks. Don't you ever sit down to like check it if this person's hair grows up to 3 inches or 4 inches in 2 weeks or in a month? Why is their hair not sweeping the floor? Like, is it that they do a big chop every time? Now let me go straight into the point on the secrets to your hair growth. The hair grows half to 1 inch in a month. So depending on your genetics, it can affect that growth by influencing it to grow up to an inch. And depending on external factor, it can affect it in a good or in a bad way. If you are taking care of your hair properly, it will affect it. And if you're not taking care of your hair properly, you are being stressed or due to pregnancy or perhaps alopecia, your hair might not grow as much as up to half an inch, but your hair grows. Now the question is, do you retain that length? The tip of your hair is the oldest part of your hair and it is fragile. When you are breaking off from the tips, your hair would seem like it is stunted and it is not growing. But since it is growing but you are not retaining length, you make simple hair care routine mistakes. When you look at it, in the first 1 year, 2 years, 3 years of your hair journey, your hair was growing, and then in the third or fourth year thereabouts, it seems like it's no longer growing, and that's because you are not retaining length and you are feeling more relaxed about your hair, and now you are no longer seeing changes. So you are making simple hair care routine mistakes, which I have posted lots of routine on the page. You can go in the page, scroll down if you are coming across this page for the first time, to read about all the articles, read it, understand it, and try to practice what is in them. You might have heat damage, split ends, manipulation, too much manipulation of the hair, like your Ghana weavings, your high updo ponytails, high puff. You tie your edges so much, and then you start complaining on the page that my edges are bad, my edges are not growing, while you are doing damages yourself to your hair. And as well as frequent washing, you might be washing too much. Some people wash their hair almost every day, which is not advisable because the hair produces oils, and when you are stripping your hair of that natural oils, you tend to have dry scalp and a lot of things. Those oils, you need them for hair growth, but that doesn't mean you should keep dandruff. I also had a series recently about itchy scalp and dandruff, and we if you've been following the page, you should know when I talk about itchy scalp and dandruff, the importance of washing your scalp. But doesn't mean you should wash your scalp almost every day. It's not advisable. You are using the wrong product. Hold up, I know what you want to say. I previously said product doesn't grow the hair. Yes, product doesn't grow the hair, but there are certain products for certain hair types and certain hair porosities that should be used. Like if you have low hair porosity, you definitely are not advised to use silicone based products. You are advised to use water based product that could penetrate your hair follicles, your hair strands, and just get all of those goodness from the products you are using, and not just sit there on your hair. So we're talking about that more in the page. I will make time to make an article about it and just post it out there. So if you want to get all of those tips, do follow the page, like the page, and follow up my articles I will be uploading. And now it's time to evaluate yourself. How often do you use your heat tools? Like, how often do you blow out your hair? How often do you stretch your hair? How often do you coil your hair? Now evaluate yourself, how your hairstyles has been going. Are you the edge lover? You love the whole baby hair, slick back bun, high puff, and all of this kind of stuff, and you're complaining that your edges, you are losing your edges, and you're doing all of this kind of stuff. Sis, it's not gonna change if you do not change your hair care practices. So evaluate yourself in that aspect. Also evaluate yourself on are the hair care routine mistakes I am making. Are you giving yourself a proper wash day? How are my routines going? And you should evaluate yourself, when last have you trimmed your edges, because split ends tends to do the most. If you have split ends, trust me, your hair is not going to grow. The tips will keep on breaking off, and like I said, it is the oldest part of your hair and the most fragile. You certainly do not want those tips off. All this, I want you to evaluate yourself and change your hair care practices. Thank you, guys.